Bueno, quisiera comenzar este nuevo ciclo de conferencias saludándoles a todos, como siempre.
First, as always, starting this new cycle of our lectures, of conferences, I want to thank you, everyone.
Agradeciendo el haber cerrado el ciclo anterior de conferencias sobre el Summa Causae
Also, really thankful to complete the previous cycle, which was about Summa Causae,
y que estos diálogos nos permitan encontrarnos otra vez.
and that these spaces of dialogue allow us to meet again.
Quisiera agradecer este espacio no como una conferencia más, sino como eso, como estos reencuentros, estos diálogos que nos permiten mantenernos cerca.
And I want to look at this not only as space of lectures, but really a space of finding each other, meeting each other again to share.
Ayer que estaba un poco haciendo como un poco de notas para saber qué voy a decir hoy.
Yes.
eh,
Yesterday, when I was making these notes a little bit to prepare how I'm gonna speak today,
Se me venía una frase que yo había escrito en un libro que estamos todavía editando con Yelena, que están por salir.
I remember this phrase that is part of the book that we are editing still, a new book.
Que es una frase muy sencilla, pero así comenzó todo esto de pensar en todos estos conceptos y cómo transmitirlos.
It's a very simple phrase, but it transmits everything, how the work, all of this work of understanding this concept started.
Y era que no existe ninguna flor sin raíz.
And this is that there is no flower without a root.
Y pensar que el Summa Causae es esa flor.
And to think of it as Summa Causae, as this flower.
La plenitud, la belleza, lo sublime.
The fullness, the beauty, the sublime.
En cambio, el Alicausai es como la raíz, más bien.
And Alikausai is like a root.
Y así yo pensaba, ¿no? No hay flor sin raíz y no hay plenitud sin una base, sin dignidad, sin respeto.
This is how I started to think about it. Like there is no flower without the root, there is also no plenitude without the dignity, without respect.
Mm, no hay espiritualidad sin tierra, sin suelo, sin piso.
There is no spirituality without the earth, without the land that we stand on.
Entonces, antes de seguir con estos diálogos, me encantaría que, Yele, tú sí podrías leer una parte de este libro que estamos editando.
Yeah, so before we start speaking more about it, I'm going to read a part of this book that we are writing.
Y de paso les puedes contar un poco sobre este libro, cómo se llama y todo lo demás.
And then I will share a little bit more about this book. So it is an excerpt now from this book, The Philosophy of Fullness of Life, Summa Causae, Philosophy of the Fullness of Life. To live well is not to live longer, nor to have more. It is to live in fullness. And fullness begins with dignity. Dignity is not pride or superiority. It is remembering that every being has a place in the fabric of life, that no one stands above the circle, that the earth is not a resource but a mother, that community is not an option but our natural condition. Summa Causae does not measure success in numbers but in healthy relationships. It does not ask how much you own, but how you live together. It does not celebrate accumulation, but harmony. In the Andean world, there is no I without we. There is no identity without Ailu. There is no purpose without reciprocity. Life is woven through bonds, and those bonds require care, attention, and balance. Reciprocity is not only a moral value, it is a principle of cosmic equilibrium. What we give returns. What we care for sustains us. What we break breaks us. For this reason, Buen Vivir is not a romantic utopia. It is a concrete practice of everyday dignity. It is rising and greeting the sun. It is sharing food. It is listening before imposing. It is serving before demanding. Summa Causai is a path towards dignity, toward harmony, toward conscious interdependence, toward the spirituality embodied in daily life. Because to live well is not to dominate life, it is to dialogue with it. It is not to compete in order to stand out, it is to collaborate in order to flourish together. And where dignity is sown, community flourishes. And where community flourishes, life becomes sacred. Thank you. So this was an excerpt of this book that is called The Philosophy of the Fullness of Life. And to tell you a little bit more about it, some of you, if not all, know how our last cycle of lectures was dedicated to the book that is called Summa Causai, or The Path of Summa Causai. And this book was envisioned more like that first introduction to the understanding of that paradigm of Summa Causai with its basic principles, and walking us through understanding of the world through the paradigm of Summa Causai. But then the project and the understanding started to grow, and Santiago started to like writing more excerpts and parts that connect how it started in the first book, The Path of Summa Causai, towards other worldviews and other understanding of the world through different philosophies, through different traditions around the world, and then just taking it a little bit deeper into very understanding of the Summa Causai as this great paradigm, but not only through introduction to its basic principles, but as well this more incorporating understanding that also has inside the Ali Causai and much, much more, but then also connecting all of this knowledge and understanding of the world through how different traditions and philosophies all around the world have their understanding, and kind of finding that weave that connects it all. So this is the book that is in preparation, in editing now, and we hope very soon we'll see the light of day. Thank you.
Okay, gracias, Yele. Bueno, entonces quisiera retomar estos diálogos y proponer. Hoy no vamos a hablar del horizonte. Vamos a hablar de eso que pisamos todos los días de nuestra vida cotidiana.
So today, to start this dialogue, we are not going to speak about the horizon, but we're going to speak about this earth that we are stepping on, the floor that we are stepping on each day.
Porque una comunidad espiritual que no ha ordenado esta cotidianidad, lo cotidiano, termina soñando muy alto, pero viviendo quebrantos, rupturas, decepciones.
Because a community that hasn't ordered and put in order that part that plays the earthly domain where we are walking every day, the everyday life, we come to dream sometimes very big, but also we have these visions up there in the sky, but at the end they come out rupturing and fracturing.
Y para esto quisiera comenzar explicándoles un poco sobre lo que en el mundo andino, lo que acá entendemos y lo que significa realmente Ali.
That's why I want to explain, to start a little bit, what in the Andean world is understood as Ali.
Ali, literalmente se le podría traducir como lo bueno, pero no es solo lo bueno.
Ali could be translated as what is good, but it is not only that.
En estas lenguas antiguas de nuestros pueblos primarios, las palabras son más poéticas, no son tan literales en su traducción, ¿no?
In all ancient peoples, the language, the words are not so literal, they're more poetic.
Y, y por eso Ali significa lo que está en orden.
Ali, therefore, signifies, means what is in order.
También significa lo que es saludable.
It also means what is healthy.
Significa lo que es digno, lo que tiene dignidad.
It also means that which has dignity.
Y significa todo eso que permite que nuestra vida florezca sin violencia.
And it also means everything that allows that our life flourishes without violence.
Y así, mientras el sumac, esta palabra sumac significa lo sublime, lo hermoso, lo sagrado.
So, as I was saying, sumac means beautiful, sublime, sacred.
Ali es una palabra que habla más bien de lo justo, de lo suficiente, del equilibrio, de lo equilibrado.
Ali is a word that speaks to what is in balance, what is just enough, the right measure.
Pongámoslo así, Sumac es el horizonte, como les decía, y Ali es la base de la montaña.
And how I was saying, sumac is the horizon and Ali is the base of the mountain.
Sumac es la filosofía, la visión, y Ali es la práctica cotidiana.
Sumac is the vision, the philosophy, and Ali is the practice of life.
Más o menos como si le podríamos resumir, Sumac es el cielo y Ali es la tierra.
We can also put it like this, that sumac is the sky and Ali is the earth.
Y cuando hablamos de esta base, llevar una vida plena, tenemos que preguntarnos si nosotros estamos viviendo con dignidad.
And if we want to speak about what it means to live a full life, we have to ask ourselves, are we living with dignity?
Porque la dignidad es esa base olvidada entre nosotros.
Because dignity is that forgotten base between all of us.
Y aquí sí quisiera aclarar, porque en español a veces dignidad se confunde con orgullo, pero aquí cuando hablamos de dignidad no hablamos de orgullo.
Sometimes in Spanish, at least, the word dignity is confused with pride, but we are not speaking about that.
Cuando hablamos de dignidad, hablamos de no vivir humillados,
When we are speaking about dignity, we are speaking about living in such a way that is not humiliating,
de no vivir sometidos,
that we are not under anything,
manipulados,
manipulated,
no vivir a costa de otros,
not to live at the expense of others,
manipulando a otros
manipulating others.
y sobre todo no vivir desconectados a la raíz de donde venimos todos los seres humanos.
And above all, not to live disconnected from the root where all of us human beings are coming from.
Y aquí me gustaría contarles un poco sobre los procesos míos, ¿no? De cómo yo fui reconociendo estos conceptos en nuestro camino.
And here I want to speak a little bit about my own path and how I started to walk this and understand this, what we are speaking about.
Muchos años, cuando yo comencé como a tomar en serio estas enseñanzas y a meterme en profundidad en estas prácticas, yo participé en un gran rezo se llama las Jornadas de Paz y Dignidad.
Many years ago, when I started taking more seriously these teachings and this path and these practices and committing to them, I was a part of this great prayer that was called the Walks for Peace and Dignity.
Las jornadas de paz y dignidad son un rezo que se hace corriendo, porque es una carrera intercontinental.
And this prayer, these days of peace and dignity, were this very long route that was being walked through from border to border.
Yo, hasta ese momento, yo pensaba que los rezos solamente se hacían hablando, pensando, orando, meditando.
Until that moment, I thought that prayers are just done by speaking or by meditating.
Pero yo aprendí que los rezos también se pueden hacer corriendo, haciendo, trabajando, sembrando.
But then I understood that we can pray by running, by doing, by walking, by planting.
En el 92 comenzamos esta carrera y yo participé activamente hasta el 98.
And we started this in 1992, and I participated until 1998.
Y entonces en estas carreras intercontinentales, que había una línea que venía desde Alaska hasta México, hasta el sur hasta el centro del continente. Y la otra línea subía desde la isla Chiloé de Chile, ahí al sur de Chile, y avanzábamos hasta el norte y llevábamos bastones que representaban a nuestras familias, a nuestros pueblos.
And these lines that were being walked and passed and traveled were all the way from the north, from Alaska. There was one line from Alaska all the way to Mexico. And then the other one went from the very south of Chile all the way to the north. And we would be walking and carrying the staffs that would represent our families.
Y la idea era llevar de comunidad en comunidad, de pueblo en pueblo, de ciudad en ciudad, un mensaje de paz y de dignidad para todos los pueblos del mundo.
And the idea, the intention was to bring from each of our communities, going from a city to a city, from a community to a community, passing with these staffs the message of peace and dignity.
Y en nuestras manos llevábamos un bastón que era la memoria de nuestras familias, de nuestros pueblos.
And in our hand, we would have this staff that would be represent the memory of our people.
No eran carreras deportivas, eran rezos en movimiento.
They were not sporting. This was not a sporting event. It was a prayer in movement.
Cada bastón representaba una familia, una nación, una memoria.
Each staff would represent a family, a nation.
Y cuando uno corría en estas jornadas, yo al menos yo creo que mis compañeros de jornadas sentíamos algo muy, muy profundo, era increíble, era maravilloso esos días de jornadas de paz.
And when we would be running together with my companions, what we were feeling in these days of peace and dignity was something very profound.
Yo entendí ahí que la dignidad no es un discurso, es una responsabilidad de cada uno.
I understood then that dignity is not just a speech, something that we speak about, but it is a responsibility.
Cuando el maestro Aurelio y los hermanos del norte trajeron este rezo hacia el sur, nos enseñaron algo esencial, creo yo.
When Aurelio, Maestro Aurelio, and our brothers from the north brought this message to us, I believe that they taught us something essential.
Y es que la paz no es la ausencia del conflicto.
And that is that peace is not the absence of conflict.
La paz es caminar con dignidad.
The peace is walking with dignity.
La dignidad es recordar que ningún pueblo está encima de otro pueblo.
Dignity is remembering that no people is above other people's,
que ninguna tradición es superior a otra,
that no tradition is superior to any other,
que ninguna persona vale menos que otra,
that no person values more than the other,
que tiene el mismo valor en nuestra vida la semilla más pequeña como la estrella más grande.
in life, the smallest seed has the same value as the furthest star.
Y es cuando comencé yo a entender lo que era el Ali Kausai, dónde comienza el Ali Kausai en nuestras vidas.
And this is when I started understanding where Ali Kausai starts in our life.
Y es como el poder mirarnos y podernos decir, mi vida es digna, tu vida es digna, nuestra vida tiene dignidad.
This is when I started understanding that it means to say, my life has dignity, is dignifying, and your life is dignifying, and our life, all of our life has dignity.
Y ese rezo nos enseñó que sin eso no hay espiritualidad, no hay espiritualidad.
And these prayers taught us that there is no spirituality without dignity,
Y que todo rezo comienza siempre en uno mismo.
and that all of the prayer always starts inside of us.
En estos tiempos aquí en nuestra casa en el Ecuador celebramos dentro del Pauca Raimi una fiesta que se llama el Runa Kai.
In these times, in these regions of Ecuador, we are celebrating this something that is part of Pauca Raimi, that is called, que se llama?
Runa Kai.
Runakai, that is called Runakai.
El Runa Kai es el saber quién es el ser humano, el saberse ser humano.
Runakai means to know what is human being.
Y tiene un principio espiritual, que es que el cuerpo no está separado del espíritu.
And it has this principle of understanding that body is not separate from the spirit.
En el mundo andino no existe esta división moderna entre lo espiritual y lo material.
In the Andean world, in the ancient world of the Andes, this division, this duality, modern duality between the body and the spirit doesn't exist.
La tierra es un espíritu,
The earth is a spirit.
la piedra es un espíritu.
The rock, the stone, is a spirit.
Todo lo que es material, nuestro cuerpo es un espíritu en una forma más densa nada más, pero es espíritu igual.
Our body is a spirit in more dense form, but is a spirit.
Así que no hay esa oposición entre materia y espíritu, ¿no?
They are not opposites, the matter and the spirit.
El espíritu y la materia son una continuidad.
Matter and spirit are continuity.
Por eso el Ali Kausai comienza en nuestro propio cuerpo.
That's why Ali Kausai starts in our own body.
Y así nuestros maestros nos decían siempre, ¿no? Que el Ali Kausai comienza con preguntas sencillas como estoy cuidando de mi cuerpo, me estoy descansando, me estoy alimentando bien, estoy respetando lo que es para mí mis principios, mis límites.
That's why our teachers always told us that Ali Kausai starts with very simple questions. Am I treating my body well? Am I eating well? Am I resting enough? Am I respecting what are my principles and my limits?
Porque un cuerpo agotado no puede sostener dignidad.
Because exhausted body cannot sustain dignity.
Un cuerpo violentado no puede sostener claridad.
The body that is violated cannot sustain the dignity and cannot sustain the spirituality.
Y esto no se trata del culto al cuerpo como es ahora la moda, ¿no? Del fitness y de todo lo que ha aparecido en estos tiempos, ¿no? No es un culto al cuerpo.
And this is not the cult of the body like we have in nowadays through fitness and different regimes of the body.
Se trata de el primer respeto que tenemos que tener a nuestro primer territorio.
It is more about that first respect that we have towards our first territory that we have.
Así, nuestro cuerpo es nuestro primer ailiu, nuestra primera familia.
Our body is our first ailu, our first family.
Mi padrino nos solía decir que eso de amar al prójimo estaba muy bien.
My godfather would tell me that it is okay to love that.
Pero cuando entendamos que el prójimo somos nosotros primero,
But when we understand that we are first,
entonces esas palabras comienzan a tener más sentido.
the words start to have more meaning.
Y uno comienza a entender que uno es su propia familia en un principio.
And we start to understand that we are our own family in the beginning.
Y que todos los que están a tu lado algún día pueden desaparecer, irse, morir y decidir no caminar junto a ti en algún momento.
And then we start to understand that people around us, even close people, can go away or they can pass away or just decide not to walk alongside of us anymore.
Los hijos crecen y se van.
The children grow up and they go.
La persona que amamos puede tomar otras decisiones y podemos separarnos.
The person that we love can take different decisions in their life and we can separate.
Y con los que estamos acostumbrados a estar también les puede pasar cualquier situación y podemos alejarnos de esa relación tan cercana.
And sometimes people closest to us, things can happen in our understandings of our relations and we can go separate ways.
Y que el problema no está en que todo lo que estás acostumbrado a que está a tu lado te abandone.
And the problem is not in that even everything or most that is around you that you're used to having around you and who are used to having around you go away.
El problema realmente es cuando tú te abandonas a ti mismo.
The problem is when you abandon yourself.
Y ahí comienza la enfermedad y el desequilibrio.
This is where the illness, the sickness, and lack of balance starts.
Y poder ser consciente de eso nos permite comenzar a entender a los demás.
And this is what allows us to start understanding others as well.
Y comenzar a entender el otro territorio que hay que cuidar.
And then to understand that there is another territory that we need to take care of,
Que es nuestra familia.
which is our family.
Eso que llamamos el ailiu,
What we call ailu.
que es el tejido real de nuestra vida.
This is that real fabric of our life.
Y ahora yo quisiera profundizar un poco en esto del ailiu de nuestra familia.
And I want to go a little bit deeper into that understanding of ailu, of a family.
Porque el ailiu no es solamente nuestra familia nuclear,
Because ailu is not only our nuclear family.
es nuestra comunidad viva, la que nosotros reconocemos como nuestra comunidad.
It is our living community of what we acknowledge, what we recognize as our community.
Y en el fondo es ese tejido, ese entramado de relaciones.
At the very end of it all, it is that real fabric weaving of our relations.
Y el ailiu nos enseña algo que en estos tiempos con nuestra modernidad tan individualista hemos olvidado.
And Ailo is teaching us something that in this world of so individual and individualistic world that we are living in, we have forgotten.
Y es que el ser humano no es un ser gregario.
And that we are not a Gregorian being.
Que nadie en este mundo se sostiene solo.
That we are not and nobody sustains themselves alone.
En el Ailiu, el anciano tiene un lugar.
In Ailu, a old person has a place.
El niño tiene su lugar.
A child has its place.
Y sucede esto porque el que sabe más es el que más escucha.
And what happens is who knows more is who's listened.
Y el que sabe menos aprende, pero sin ser humillado.
And who knows less is learning without feeling or being humiliated.
En nuestras comunidades ancestrales, el anciano no es una carga,
In our ancestral societies, an old man is not something that is carried like a burden.
es la memoria viva de nuestra familia.
They are a living memory of our families.
Cederle, darle el espacio, el asiento a nuestros ancianos no es una cuestión de cortesía,
To give a place to sit to an elder, it is not just the movement of being courteous.
es más bien reconocer su tiempo, ¿no? Que su tiempo de vida, que su vida es sabiduría acumulada.
It is more acknowledging their time and that time of their life is wisdom.
Y que son los ancianos los que sostienen nuestras tradiciones.
And that the elders are the ones that are sustaining our traditions.
¿Cómo hacemos eso hoy en esta vida moderna?
And how we do this in this modern life,
Pues recordando siempre cosas sencillas. Escuchar antes de imponer.
remembering these simple things, to listen before we impose,
Consultar, preguntar, pedir consejo antes de decidir.
to ask for advice, for a counsel before we decide,
Honrando a quienes han caminado antes que nosotros.
honoring those that have walked before us, in front of us.
Que una comunidad madura no es la que elimina conflictos,
And a mature community is not the one who eliminates all conflict.
una comunidad madura no es la que simplemente censura lo que le parece tóxico.
And a mature community is not also the one that censors what perceives as toxic.
Es la que sabe sostener todas las cosas, pero sin destruirse, sin quebrarse.
It is the one that knows how to sustain all that is happening without rupturing, without destroying itself.
Y aquí en este momento podríamos hablar de ese rezo, ese principio que viene de nuestros pueblos del norte, que todos estamos acostumbrados a decir, que es el mitakuye o yasin.
And this is the point where we can speak about that principle that most of us here know that comes from the north, which is Mitakuye Oyasin.
Que es el rezo profundo que habla de todas nuestras relaciones.
It is a very deep, profound prayer that speaks about all of our relations.
En el fondo es lo mismo que lo que propone, que lo que dice el Ailiu. Es lo mismo, está en el corazón del Ailiu este rezo.
At the very end of it all, it is the same thing that is speaking to what Ailu is speaking to. It is in the center of what Ailu is.
Y así aprendemos cosas como por ejemplo el entendimiento de nuestra medicina.
And this is how we learn things, for example, the understanding of our medicine.
Porque ese mitakuye o yasin con el que repartimos medicina a nuestra familia es el criterio con el cual la brindamos.
This mitakuya oyasin with which we share the medicine to our family is the criterion through which we give it.
Porque sí, cuando entregamos medicina a nuestra familia y le decimos mitakuye o yasin, le decimos a curar todas nuestras relaciones, a rezar por ellas.
When we give medicine to our family saying mitakuya o yasin, it says to heal all of your relations
porque ahí está la base de nuestra salud.
because there is the base of the foundation of our health,
Porque la medicina no es una técnica.
because the medicine is not a technique.
La medicina es una relación.
The medicine is a relation.
Si mis relaciones están enfermas, mi cuerpo se enferma.
If my relations are sick, my body gets sick too.
Si mi comunidad está fragmentada, fracturada, mi espíritu se rompe.
If my community is fractured, then my spirit breaks too.
El Ali Kausai nos recuerda que la salud es relacional, es nuestras relaciones.
Ali Kausai reminds us that health is relational, it is our relations.
Y ese es el segundo espacio que cuidar en el Ali Kausai.
And this is that second space that we take care of in Ali Kausai.
Y nuestro cuerpo, nuestra familia, nuestra relación con nuestra comunidad con la que nos vemos y nos relacionamos.
Our body, our family, and our relation to our community, the ones that we are relating to.
Y aquí podemos pasar al otro espacio de cuidar en este Ali Kausai.
And this is where we can move to another space that we are taking care of in Ali Kausai.
Es algo que acá en el mundo andino le llamamos la yacta, nuestra tierra.
And it is what we in the Andean world call Jakta, which is the earth.
Y cuando nosotros hablamos de territorio, hablamos de comunidad, pero no de cualquier comunidad, sino de una comunidad madura.
And when we are speaking about this Jakta, the territory, we are speaking about the community, but not just any community, a mature community.
Porque en nuestro pensamiento el territorio no nos pertenece.
Because in our understanding, the territories don't belong to us.
Nosotros simplemente somos los cuidadores, los que estamos en este momento cuidando de ese espacio para que se vuelva un territorio humano.
We are just the ones who are taking care of the territory of territories so that for the time being, it can be a human space as well.
Porque no basta con tener un pedazo de tierra.
Because it is not just about having a piece of land.
Y que ahí viva nuestra comunidad o que ahí practique nuestra comunidad nuestras celebraciones, nuestros ritos.
And that we take care of that land and that there is a community there that practices their rituals and rites.
La yacta habla de ese territorio que nos permite a nosotros desarrollarnos como seres humanos, no solamente tener, poseer un pedazo de tierra.
La Jacta speaks to that possibility of not just owning land, of not owning land, but that possibility of developing ourselves as human beings.
Y para poder entender cómo es una yacta de verdad, la comunidad debe estar madura.
And to understand what Jacta really is, a community needs to be mature.
Y la comunidad madura no es la que piensa igual.
And mature community is not the one where everybody thinks in the same way.
Es la que sabe convivir con la diferencia.
It is the one that knows how to live together with all our differences.
Estos tiempos, hoy vivimos en una cultura en donde todo es individualidad.
And we are living in a culture these days where everything is very individual.
Y eso infla nuestro ego.
And this is something that inflates our ego.
Pero una comunidad espiritual no puede construirse desde ese ego.
But the spiritual community cannot construct itself from that ego.
Y ahí es muy importante el líder que está al frente de esto.
And it is very important what kind of leader is in the head of this.
Porque un líder verdadero no puede pensar en su comodidad.
Because a true leader cannot think about his own commodity and his own how he is only.
Un líder verdadero piensa en la comunidad por encima incluso de su propio pensamiento.
A true leader thinks first about the community, even if it goes beyond thinking about himself.
Un líder maduro escucha,
Um,
consulta,
a mature leader listens and asks for advice.
si necesita corregir, corrige, pero sin humillar a nadie.
And if he needs to correct, he does it, but without humiliating anyone.
Y sobre todo aprende a sostener sin imponer.
And above all, he learns how to sustain without imposing.
Y por eso tanto trabajamos nosotros para que nuestros liderazgos no sean espacios de protagonismo.
That's why we are working so much in order so that our places of leadership of leaders wouldn't be about who is in the principal role,
Sino que nuestros liderazgos, que nuestros líderes aprendan que el liderazgo es una responsabilidad,
but that our leaders can learn that leadership is a responsibility
que conlleva muchos sacrificios
and that it comes with a lot of sacrifice
y que nos exige ir más allá de nuestro confort.
and that it asks of us to go beyond of what is comfortable to us always.
El Ali Kausai exige a los líderes que vayan más allá de sus gustos personales.
Ali Kausai asks of leaders to go beyond what we personally like or dislike.
Porque si no es así, nuestra comunidad nunca va a madurar.
Because if it's not like that, our communities will never mature.
Y sin una comunidad madura, simplemente no hay raíz.
And without a mature community, simply there is no root.
Y aunque parece que florecen las cosas, la verdad, nada florece ahí.
Even if it seems that for some time the things are flourishing and blossoming, the root would be missing.
Yo tenía un maestro, un amigo maestro mexicano, que él me decía que todo esto que hacemos es una tecnología antigua.
And I had this teacher, a friend from Mexico, that would say that everything that we are doing is the spiritual technology.
Y yo me ponía a pensar ahora que el Ali Kausai es lo más cercano a una tecnología espiritual.
And I was thinking just this, that Ali Kausai is the closest to this spiritual technology.
Y hay cosas realmente prácticas, ¿no? O sea, que pueden decir que sí es verdad lo que estoy diciendo, como los manejos de la chakra, del espacio en donde sembramos. La chakra es una tecnología espiritual dentro de nuestras comunidades andinas.
Because it is these are very practical things when we speak about, for example, chakra, that garden, that space where we are planting. It is a spiritual technology in our world.
Aquí nos enseñan que ir a sembrar en una chakra no es solamente ir y poner la semilla en el tiempo perfecto.
And we would always be taught that to go and plant into a chakra, into this garden, the spaces of planting, it is not just going and putting the seed in the earth.
Es purificarse, limpiarse antes de entrar a la chakra.
It is to cleanse, to purify before we step into chakra.
Es hacer una ofrenda, pedir permiso para abrir la tierra.
It is to go and do an offering and ask for permission to open up earth, to open up land.
Es cantarle a todo lo que sembramos desde el principio, cantarle a la semilla, cantarle a la siembra, cantarle su crecimiento.
It is to sing to everything that we are planting, everything that is growing in all of its stages from the moment when we put the seed in the earth, and then to sing to it how it grows, how they grow.
Y es celebrar con nuestra naturaleza la generosidad.
And to celebrate with all of our nature its generosity.
cantarle a la cosecha, danzarle a la cosecha.
to sing to the harvest, to dance to the harvest,
Y poder cerrar un ciclo para comenzar otra vez el otro ciclo.
and to close a cycle so that we can start another cycle.
Y así es todo en el mundo andino. La minga, que es este trabajo comunitario, sagrado trabajo comunitario, es tecnología espiritual.
And just like Minga, what we have, what we understand in the Andean world, that sacred work coming together, a community work, sacred work when we come together.
Y así vamos entendiendo que nuestro orden cotidiano es eso, una tecnología espiritual que nos permite florecer, crecer a nosotros, a los que están a nuestro lado.
And that order of our daily life is that spiritual technology that allows us to grow.
Y esto no es un misticismo abstracto,
And this is not an abstract mysticism.
es simple organización de nuestra vida.
It is simply an organization of our life.
La chakra, por ejemplo, nos enseña la paciencia, la reciprocidad, el respeto por los ciclos.
Chakra, that sacred guardian and planting, is what makes us understand the patience, the respect for the cycles of life.
La minga nos enseña el trabajo compartido, la fluidez de nuestra energía, la dignidad colectiva.
And Minga, that communal work coming together, makes us understand the fluidity, the flowing together in our life.
Y nuestro abuelito nos decía siempre, uno conoce a las personas trabajando juntas. Por eso decían, ven a la minga para conocernos.
Grandfather would always say, you get to know someone by working together. And he would always say, come to Minga.
Y cuando no participamos en estos tejidos comunitarios, nos estancamos.
And when we are not participating in these communal sharings, we are starting to feel blocked.
Y el Ali Kausai es totalmente lo contrario, es no estancarse, es fluir.
And Ali Kausai is exactly the opposite, not to be blocked, but to flow.
¿Y cómo complementar estos conceptos con el Summa Kausai?
And how to complement these concepts with Summa Kausai.
Mientras el Summa Kausai habla de lo ideal, de lo hermoso, de lo sublime,
while Summa Kausai speaks of the ideal, of the beautiful, of the sublime,
el Ali Kausai acepta nuestra realidad presente.
Ali Kausai accepts, acknowledges our actual reality of our present time.
Acepta, por ejemplo, que en estos tiempos nosotros necesitamos, usamos la tecnología moderna, como esto que estamos haciendo ahora, de encontrarnos en estas pantallitas.
Ali Kausai accepts that the world that we are living in today, we have these tools and this technology that we are using just like we are in this very moment looking at each other through these screens.
Acepta que vivimos en el siglo XXI.
It accepts that we are living in 21st century.
Y acepta que el mundo ha cambiado pues desde hace 500 años para ahora.
And it accepts that the world has changed from 500 years ago.
Pero nos exige una ética, un valor entre nosotros.
But what it asks of us is that value, the ethics of how we live.
El summa causai, en cambio, es ese horizonte sublime al que miramos.
Summa Kausai is that sublime horizon where we are looking towards.
Es esa estrella que nos inspira.
It is that star that inspires us.
Ali nos da la dignidad para caminar.
And Ali gives us that dignity to walk.
Sumac nos da la belleza para no perdernos en el camino, para no perder el rumbo.
And Sumak gives us that beauty so that we wouldn't get lost on our way.
Y así volvemos al pensamiento que yo les contaba al principio, ¿no? Sin raíz no hay flor.
And this is where we come back to that thought, how we started, that there is no flower without a root.
Y sin flor, la raíz pierde todo sentido.
And without a flower, the root loses all its meaning.
Por eso, ¿cuál es la propuesta del Alikausai?
That's why what is that proposal of Ali Kausai?
Yo diría que es sembrar dignidad cotidianamente.
I would say that it is to plant dignity every day.
Y así, más o menos, quisiera comenzar a cerrar este diálogo como diciendo que la espiritualidad no comienza con el éxtasis, ¿no? Con la visión, con eso que nosotros a veces sentimos y trabajamos y tenemos una experiencia con nuestras medicinas.
And I would like now to start completing this talk. Say that spirituality doesn't start with that ecstasy, with that vision and that altered state that we sometimes go through in our life.
Para mí, la espiritualidad comienza cuando nos damos, cuando brindamos, cuando tenemos dignidad.
For me, spirituality starts when we give ourselves, when we give, when we live with dignity.
En cómo tratamos a nuestros hermanos, a nuestros mayores,
In how we treat our brothers, sisters, how we treat our elders,
en cómo resolvemos nuestras diferencias.
in how we resolve our differences.
Porque una familia mira su madurez y su camino espiritual más en los problemas y en las divisiones que en los tiempos de felicidad y de unión.
Because a family looks at itself more in the times of difficulties than when everything is well.
Y nuestra espiritualidad comienza en el entender, en el saber cómo estamos trabajando nuestra tierra.
And spirituality starts in understanding how we are working with our earth, with the land,
Lo que soñamos y lo que logramos construir en nuestros territorios.
what we are dreaming and what we want to build in our territories.
El Alikausai no es una utopía.
Ali Kausai is not utopia.
El Alikausai es una práctica diaria.
It is a daily practice.
Y así, si nosotros podemos cuidar, cultivar la raíz, las flores llegan solas.
And if we know how to take care of the root, the flower will come on its own.
Bueno, yo creo que hemos cubierto un poco la propuesta de hoy de hablar sobre estos tres territorios, nuestro cuerpo, nuestra familia y nuestro territorio donde vivimos y construimos.
And I feel that we have passed through all three ideas, the concepts, what is Alikausai, the body, the family, and the territory where we come together and build.
Entonces me gustaría abrir un poco el espacio por si tenemos preguntas y para ver si las podemos resolver hoy mismo.
I would like to open space now to see if there are any questions or commentaries to see if we can resolve our questions tonight. So please feel free if you have something. Yes, Moritz.
Well, it's not really a question, it's more to express my gratitude, para agradecerte, Santi, de compartir esta palabra y que eso nos pueda ayudar a seguir caminando como familia.
Thank you, Moritz. Moritz for saying thank you to Santi and for the sharing of this day, of this night, so that it can help us to walk together as a family.